Today I want to talk to you about some things that you can do if you're looking for a good book to read and you're not really quite sure what you're looking for. The first thing you do, of course, is probably look at the cover. That's what a lot of kids do. And you'll notice that the title is The Class Trip from the Black Lagoon. Sounds kind of interesting. Picture looks kind of interesting. The next thing you can do is read the section on the back. And there's always a little paragraph that will tell you about that book, particularly if it's a paperback. And it says, take a trip to the Black Lagoon, brush your teeth with shoe polish, then survive a ride with Mr. Fenderbender, the scary bus driver. Afterwards, swat mosquitoes as large as Count Dracula. Finally, try having fun when your teacher is mean Mrs. Green. All that happens and more, but only in the class trip from the Black Lagoon. Well, you may not quite be sure yet, so we're going to open it up, look inside, and check out the table of contents. Now, this particular one has 11 chapters, but I'm going to tell you they're kind of short, and they got a lot of pictures. So this is what we'd probably call a beginning chapter book. And then turn the page and read a few paragraphs. In this particular case, I'm going to read you just the first chapter to see if this is something you'd like. Chapter 1, The News Blues. We're going to take a class trip tomorrow. It's our first class trip. I hope it's a first class trip. I've read about the Titanic. Only the first class passengers got the good food and lifeboats. I hope we don't hit a giant ice cube and go down the sink. Maybe we won't take a boat at all. Maybe we'll fly on an airplane. I still don't know what holds those things up. Then again, maybe we'll take a train. I know what holds them up. Bandits. Bandits are like robbers. They say getting there is half the fun. What's the other half? Getting back, of course. Now, the next chapter is chapter 2, exploring the subject. And if that's a book that appeals to you, then you would continue reading. If it's not, you put it back and look for another one. Now, we have a whole series of these books in the Reach bookstore. And we have probably, I want to say, 8 to 10 different titles. And they're in their own separate bin for the Black Lagoon books. And if you like adventure, you like kind of funny, kind of silly, you're going to love these. So come in with your family and maybe choose one of these, take it home, and enjoy it. The other thing that you can do is if you have a book that has a dust cover on it, or dust jacket, that just means paper around the outside. The other thing you can do is read the section on the inside of the dust jacket. That also gives you several paragraphs about the book and can tell you whether you might like the book or not. Another thing you can do is just open up the book and start reading anywhere and see if it sounds like something that interests you or it's your reading level. And that's the other thing. You want to make sure you're reading at your reading level, because if you pick a book that's too hard, then you struggle and you're frustrated and you don't understand what's going on because you're spending all your time trying to figure out what the words are. So try to find something that you can read without missing very many words. Another group that we have is called Ivy and Bean. And this particular one is What's the Big Idea? And this is another series. And they look like this inside. So this might be something that you would be interested in coming down and finding in our shelves. Another group is Stink, the Incredible Shrinking Kid. And he is the brother of Judy Moody. So if you like Judy Moody books, you will probably like the Stink books. And that's another possibility. And one of my favorites is the Humphrey books, and that's about a hamster. And this particular one is Adventure According to Humphrey, And once again, there's a blurb on the back to read if you're interested. Again, looking through, kind of seeing. Now this one doesn't have as many pictures. This one is more words. And we also have school days according to Humphrey. So that might be another one in that series you'd be interested in. So make sure that you come, find out what we have here at Reach, and remember, 5 free kids books for the family when you come in. Okay, hope to see you soon. Bye. Happy book hunting.